Hello students, myself Rakesh Misra. Now I am going to talk about endomembrane system of cell. In previous video lecture you have learned the core cytoplasmic cell organelles in which the mitochondria, plastids, the ribosomes, flagellated structures that is the centrosomes, flagella, cilia, etc. are actually over. Now in this video lecture I will talk about what are the important cell organelles that associated either with the plasma membrane or nuclear membrane. One by one I will describe, and all those cell organelles that associated with either with the plasma membrane or nuclear membrane called endomembrane cell organelles, and they form a complete system. That system is known as endomembrane system. So how can you define the endomembrane system? System of cell organelles that associated with either the cell membrane or nuclear membrane. Cell membrane means the plasma membrane. They call endomembrane system. As you all know, system means not a single thing. System means not a single thing. So many part of the body or so many part of any components form a system. So there are so many cell organelles that involve with the cell membrane or with the nuclear membrane. They are collectively known as the endomembrane system. So let us talk about what are the important endomembrane systems. The endomembrane systems are actually associated with the endoplasmic reticulum, second, Golgi bodies or Golgi apparatus. It is also known as Golgi complex. It is also known as Golgi body. So don't be confused regarding each concept. Third is vacuole. Fourth is lysosome. And fifth one is microbodies. These five are the endomembrane system, are the part of endomembrane system. And one by one I will describe about the endoplasmic reticulum, that in short known as ER, Golgi apparatus, vacuole, lysosome, microbodies. So let's begin the endoplasmic reticulum. Now the endoplasmic reticulum. Endoplasmic reticulum, first of all, discovered by Garnier in 1897. It was first of all discovered by Garnier in 1897. But the name of Garnier for endoplasmic reticulum was termed as ergatoplast. Later in 1945, Keith R. Porter, the name Keith R. Porter, that is associated with the endoplasmic reticulum and well popular name. The Keith R. Porter discovered the endoplasmic reticulum and the name was also made by him. So Keith R. Porter in 1945 named as endoplasmic reticulum after the discovery in eukaryotic cell. It means the endoplasmic reticulum was discovered by Keith R. Porter, but earlier as similar structure seen by Garnier in 1897, but that was actually the ergatoplast, the similar structure as like the endoplasmic reticulum, and the name and the complete structure was credited to the Keith R. Porter. Now back to the features. Actually, endoplasmic reticulum found in most of the eukaryotic cell. As you all know that what is the difference between prokaryotic and eukaryotic. So it is most common in eukaryotic cell. It absent in red blood cells and spermatozoa. What is spermatozoa? The sperm mother cell, spermatozoa. Listen carefully, that is, you can say that the sperm actually do not have actually the endoplasmic reticulum. Keep in mind. Now the features, the basic features of endoplasmic reticulum is actually, after drawing the structure, later I will describe whatever the important features. So first of all, let I draw the structure. As you all know, it is associated with the nuclear membrane. It associated with the outer nuclear membrane. There are two portions of nuclear membrane, the inner nuclear membrane and the outer nuclear membrane. Inner nuclear membrane near to the nucleoplasm and outer nuclear membrane near to the cytoplasm. Suppose that this one is the nuclear membrane, that is inner nuclear membrane, then this one will be the nucleoplasm. This one will be the nucleoplasm and this one will be the inner nuclear membrane. Listen. And just above the nuclear membrane, that is, this one is the outer nuclear membrane. This one is the outer nuclear membrane. Outer nuclear membrane. Towards the cytoplasm. Towards the cytoplasm. And it is towards the nucleoplasm. Now that is the endoplasmic reticulum is scattered here. This one is the nuclear membrane and this is the endoplasmic reticulum. Basically, two types of endoplasmic reticulum can be seen. Listen, there is in between the nuclear membrane there is a pore found, that is known as the nucleopore, that associate with the endoplasmic reticulum. This is the nucleopore. There are two types of endoplasmic reticulum. The rough endoplasmic reticulum having the ribosome. This is the ribosome. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, this is the ribosome. And the smooth endoplasmic reticulum without ribosome. So this one will be the rough endoplasmic reticulum. Rough endoplasmic reticulum, that is known as RER. Rough endoplasmic reticulum. It is characterized by having ribosomes, and with the help of ribosome it able to synthesize protein synthesis. It performs protein synthesis in cell. Protein synthesis. And as you all know, protein is the major ingredients of our body that help to repair body parts. It able to synthesize hormones and essential enzyme. Enzymes are also a type of proteins. And this one will be the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth. Let us draw it with the different color. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum, that is known as SER, smooth endoplasmic reticulum, and this helps to the synthesis of lipids and steroid hormones in animals. Listen, lipids in plants and animal both, but steroid hormones in animals only. Keep in mind, it synthesizes the lipids in plants and animal both, but the steroid hormones in animals only, because steroid hormones are absent in plants. This is the nucleopore. That carry the essential substances from cytoplasm to cell, from nucleoplasm to cytoplasm, and from cytoplasm to the cell. Carry essential substances from nucleoplasm to cytoplasm and from cytoplasm to nucleoplasm. So the important function of ribosome is to synthesis of protein, with important function of actually endoplasmic reticulum is to synthesis of protein by means of rough endoplasmic reticulum, and the important proteins are the enzyme, hormones and the components of cell. And the smooth endoplasmic reticulum actually perform the synthesis of lipids and steroid hormones. So these are the important concept of endoplasmic reticulum. Now the endoplasmic reticulum features. Some features are actually over the point 1. It found in most of eukaryotic cell. Point 2. It absent in RBC and spermatozoa. It absent in RBC and spermatozoa. It absent. Keep in mind. Third, it associated with the outer nuclear membrane. This one will be the inner nuclear membrane. This is the outer nuclear membrane. Now the important features regarding the endoplasmic reticulum. Actually, endoplasmic reticulum differentiate the cytoplasm into the inner cytoplasmic, that is toward the nuclear membrane, and outer cytoplasmic toward the plasma membrane. So the endoplasmic reticulum is actually differentiate the overall cell. It differentiates the overall of the cell, and that is responsible to synthesize the protein and lipids. Now endoplasmic reticulum differentiate the luminal parts, that is the inner endoplasmic reticulum, and this one will be the outer endoplasmic reticulum. The inner endoplasmic reticulum, suppose that this area is assigned for endoplasmic reticulum, then this will be the inner endoplasmic reticulum and this will be the outer endoplasmic reticulum. Keep in mind. And this is the inner endoplasmic reticulum is known as luminal. It is known as the luminal, and this is known as the extraluminal. The extraluminal is the core cytoplasmic membrane. Extraluminal is the core cytoplasmic membrane, while the inner endoplasmic reticulum is the part of luminal. So in this video lecture you have learned what are the definition of endomembrane system, what are the concept of endomembrane system, what are the components of endomembrane system, that is the endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi complex, vacuole, lysosomes and microbody. In this video lecture you have learned deep about the endoplasmic reticulum. The discovery, here the discovery, you should make the short screenshot regarding the discovery, and features and structure of endoplasmic reticulum. I hope your concept regarding endoplasmic reticulum is over. Now let I select the very important but the little concept, very important but the little concept of the microbodies and food vacuoles, because they are very short, they may completed within very few minutes, because after getting selection of Golgi complex it will take actually too longer time and video become half an hour. It means it will take too longer time and video become too longer and lengthy, so you get bored. So let I select the important endomembrane system by means of microbody or food vacuoles. Now the vacuole actually very important and essential components of both plants and animals, but it is in plants it occupy about 90% of the total cell area. In plants it occupy the 90%, it occupy the 90% of total cell area. Why in plants it is bigger? Because as you all know, plants are autotrophic, and after getting a lot of food by means of photosynthesis, the food is stored later in form of vacuoles and called food vacuoles. So every organism when possess food in the vacuoles, later the vacuoles term in them as a food vacuoles, like amoeba and plant. That is, in amoeba or other organisms, if it store food, then called food vacuole. Food vacuole. Listen, the basic key ingredients of vacuole is, it consists of water sap and excretory product. It not only carry the food, it also carry the excretory products. Now the discovery. It was first of all discovered by Anton von Leeuwenhoek in 1676. The structure is very simple. That is very simple structure. The outer layer of food vacuole is known as tonoplast, and this is single layered structure. It is single layered structure, and inside them either the excretory product or food or water are filled. So these are the important characteristics of the vacuole. Vacuole function. Now back to the vacuole function. Actually vacuole store the food, as you all know, it store the food. Function, it store the food. In amoeba, it form the contractile vacuole. The contractile vacuole help to eliminate the excretory product. products. So in amoeba and other organisms in which vacuoles are as the contractile vacuoles available, there will be the only one function, that is it help to eliminate the exudative product. In some other organisms where food is stored, then it called food vacuole, that mentioned earlier. So these are about the function of food vacuoles, and structure is very simple, you can draw. For the vacuoles you need to write first of all the discovery, later the features, occurrence, it found in both eukaryotic and prokaryotic organisms, and in plants and animals both. Listen, in plants it is bigger and almost occupy 90% of area of cell, but in animals it is smaller. The reason, because the plant cells form the food itself and animals do not able to synthesize foods. So this is all about the different cell organelles regarding the endomembrane system with the endoplasmic reticulum and food vacuoles. In next video lecture, I will explain the Golgi complex and lysosomes, including the microbodies. Thank you.